on the set, please. All right, here we go. Late night, Bullet. Oh man,
The late.
this is a late. Oh, this is even later than Johnny Carson. This is how late this is. Okay?
This is Tom Schneider. This is Craig Ferguson.
Oh, I love Tom Schneider.
Yeah,
it's very old
is,
school. Okay, boy, I got to hurry. Hey, this is
Dick Cavett, I think.
Oh yeah, Dick Cavett. That's how late this is. This is very. I got to shut up.
Same jackets as Dick Cavett right about now.
This is very info commercial baseball card sale. It comes on after us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very Don Westish.
Oh, very. This is very that guy that sells that bicycle thing, exercise thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this. Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the edition of Dad You Don't Work,
Yes.
You Wrestle. You hear the claps, you know what time it is. George, how was your
Boy,
weekend?
thank you so much. So much going on here, folks. We are here at the Midnight Hour, Don Kirshner's rock concert. Do you remember that, Bullet? Back in the day, Don Kirshner rock concert. First time I ever seen Kiss. It was late at night. But here we are. Bullet, late at night, Midnight Hour here. Me and Bullet Jake Manning at Dad You Don't Work Studios holding up 2 DVD. I don't know if you check my website, Bullet, but when you go to georgesouth.com, this is the first thing you see.
Oh, okay. Dick Ford said he was going to...
Yes,
okay.
unbelievable. I actually looked at it and said, who the heck's website's that? Looks pretty cool. With a link, not to nothing else, but to Bullet Jake Manning's personal store. Is what I'm talking about. Dang, you got a few gimmicks in there too.
I do. I'm going to add a couple more things to it. This whole idea of selling stuff and making money, I'm kind of liking it, to be really quite honest.
But folks, please, if you have not, unbelievable, great reviews, Bullet. The DVD's unbelievable. What a great career. We're not done yet, but what a great career, Bullet. And they can go also. We'll tell them here a little bit later where to get it, but also georgesouth.com. Beautiful. This boom shoots you right in the face. And a link over to where they can get it. But real quick, we want to thank everybody. NWA Fan Fest, I almost said Land Fest. Fan Fest in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Hilton is in history again.
Yep.
5 big days if you include the Ole Anderson breakfast. Everything was great. I got to see a lot of good friends. One of my most special moments. A lot of the fans don't remember him, but Paul Diamond, who was Pat Tanaka's partner for a short time in the AWA. But when I very first started around 1980, 81-ish in Georgia Championship Wrestling, he was first getting his start down there. So he had just got started. I just got started anyway. So I was able to go over to him. Have not seen him since 1980 and got to spend some time with him. Of course, you know, he didn't have a clue who I was. But anyway, just a very...
Pat Tanaka knows who you are.
Yes, Pat Tanaka. Oh, remember that, Bullet?
Yeah.
Brother, when you told him that I was upstairs or whatever, brother signaled me. That was a very special moment, Bullet, actually, that night. But anyway, just great to see him. Of course, good friends. Got to see Mike Rotundo was there, and also Mean Mark Canterbury, Shanghai Pierce, Henry Godwin. Got to spend some time with him. So a great night. Got to work on the show for a little bit that night. And a great Queens of Combat show. A lot of great girls. I've shared with several people about this very special moment that me and you had with the one Queens of Combat girl, where we gave her kind of encouraging a pep talk about herself and about being your number one. You know, if you ain't your number one fan of yourself, you in trouble to begin with.
If you're not such a big fan of yourself that you're willing to make a 6-disc set of yourself, just stop.
Oh, I love that.
Just stop.
Oh, I love that.
If you don't love yourself this much or this much,
that's exactly right.
Just get out.
Get out of the business. I love that. We should have just showed her this and this that night, okay? Because, brother, listen, if nobody else does, we believe in ourselves.
Yes.
More than anybody. But anyway, a lot of stuff going on. I know you're very, very busy, Bullet. I can't get into it now because I want to dedicate a whole show to it. But you did get your chance. I done heard from your partner, Zane Riley, over the review of the blockbuster Zombies versus Pro Wrestlers.
Yes.
Of course, Zane Riley said he will never speak to me again for suggesting it.
Just recorded the episode a few minutes ago. That's why we had to delay recording this episode. That episode will come out next week. So I highly recommend that you watch it on Amazon Video. You can stream it, and apparently it's available for free on Roku. If you have Rokus, you can watch it for free. So I highly recommend that you watch it and then listen to our podcast that comes out next week, known as How Did This Get Booked? So
I am very excited about that, just because I mean, you got to see it, I think, one time in your life to feel what I feel, but it's just there's a lot of unanswered questions how that thing took place. I'm glad that I'm like you. I'm glad that the boys got a payoff, but there's so many questions. I could do a whole show on that, but I won't.
I already did one. I already did an hour.
Did the boys get paid? That's the question I got, but I'm sure they did. But it's just, dang, man, that's all I can say. Is it's just all the way around, but a little taste bullet. Will the fans, if they listen to that podcast, be able to understand what I meant when I said I was pulling for the zombies?
I think you can. I think they can see that because there's not a lot of good guys in there.
No.
But I will say this though: after listening to the podcast and discuss it to the extent, I feel better about the movie.
That's what I need.
So what I'm saying is, watch the movie, get traumatized, and then listen to the podcast to bring you back down to earth. Okay.
The podcast is my rehab from Zombies versus Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
But who the heck am I? The movie is in a video store. I'm just telling you.
It's in Walmart's now.
That just
Walmart's
unbelievable.
and Targets.
There's still hope for this book. That's all I'm saying, Bullet. Mm-hmm. But it's just, I don't know. I can't get off. I got to get off of it. It's like it's stuck in your head, and I can't get it out. It's like, how did you get these guys to agree? I know money's one thing, but there's some big names in this thing, Bullet, and it's just, I mean, so many unanswered questions. But I won't touch it. I'll wait for the podcast, and then I'll be a fan again. Bullet. Just like wrestling fans, I need you to shut up and just enjoy the movie. Okay?
Yes.
Lord, I'm trying. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on, boy, this week. I know you're headed right out of here shortly.
Yeah, so I got to hurry up and get to an open mic here in a little bit. I'm going to write my jokes probably while I drive. Luckily, it's just on the street. So
and you will do the jokes opposite of what we do here on this show.
Exactly.
And you'll be good, Bullet.
For sure.
Anyway, a lot of stuff going on. Idiot of the Week, Bullet. I got a great one. Boy, I got to talk about this real quick because it's almost comical, but it did happen. I documented it. Everybody knows that we're just a few weeks away from the great big NFL season, billion-dollar players playing all over the world. And, of course, I know everybody, the one big thing that everybody loves, even if you're not a football fan, is the big Hall of Fame football game that kind of gets everybody in this mood and introduces you to the season and all that. Kind of like pre-Hall of Fame-ish before WrestleMania kind of way. But anyway, and I know everybody's heard, it's kind of old news, but I want to throw the whole entire NFL and all their players into the idiot bag because they canceled the Hall of Fame game because of the grass. Not because of a storm, not because of the building construction, but because of the grass. Bullet, and I'm talking about, this game was not right up here in Charlotte. This game was like in London. Everybody from fans all over the world were flying to London. They canceled, both teams were already there. They canceled the Hall of Fame game because of the grass. Guess what they did? They had a backup plan because they're not giving back money. They just had a huge fan convention. Now, personally, I like maybe meeting them, but I'm going to be hot. If I'm going to WrestleMania and they cancel because the ring ain't set up, I don't want to just walk around and shake hands. Unbelievable to me when you think back of the Packers back in the Ice Bowl and football players playing on rocks. We personally have no sympathy because we actually wrestled on the ground, Bullet, and still pulled the show off. They canceled Hall of Fame, NFL canceled the whole Hall of Fame game, not because of the rain, the weather, the snow, the sleet, lightning, no, because of the grass. That's a true story. So, the whole NFL and the groundskeeper, you can't tell me you can't plant some grass, and the groundskeeper. Bullet, the bag is full, the NFL's canceled. What's going on, Bullet? You see what I'm saying? Are they no more Brett Favre throwing in the snow? Because you can't, the players say, I ain't doing it, you can't argue with them, Bullet, because they make more money than the NFL does.
Well, that was the thing about Brett Favre's speech. He was like, I wish I could play for the first series tomorrow. I'd do it for free. You know what I'm saying? So what if there was a plan where they were going to have Brett Favre come out one more time?
That's right.
As a Packer.
Done printed the jerseys and everything for the comeback. Now they got to give them all back. They did. The fans, I haven't heard many complaints yet, but they did just have a huge autograph session.
I'm sure the advertisers complained.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so a lot of stuff going on, but what we promise you, we will never, ever cancel. whether the grass is green on the other side or not, is
the second orders for the second greatest book of all time, which are available at highspots.com. If you want to know more about what I'm doing this weekend or what George is doing this weekend, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Yes. Good show, Bullet. Thank you, my friend. Good job.
There you go.
Yeah, Dylan Duke was here when I got here, and he said, I'm still not speaking to you. I said, okay.
I think we feel better.
Oh. Well, did you
I
see when the movie was going off and the only extra, the only extra to it is them sitting around, the wrestlers sitting around the table commenting on the movie that they just made?